Okay.
Good evening. I'm Erica Lost. NATO forces bombed Serbia and Kosovo. An unidentified man is being held for questioning by the FBI for suspected links to last month's biological virus deaths. In local news, a dog named Hero takes the grand prize at the annual... I wish I could tell you more pertinent news, but we're in a rating system here, and the key factor is... sensationalism. They've got you running in circles, 9 to 5, then 5 to 9. You're mine. I tell you what they want you to know, and you consider it the truth. Nobody is opening their eyes. Our global economy is depleting the world of our lives and natural resources. And are you happy? Come on! I work for the system.
We just gotta take that. We just gotta take that in for a second. Ooh.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I tell you what they want me to tell you, and I make it all sensationalized, and you just take it in, and you don't see the truth. Ooh. Woo! He's such an interesting guy. That seems like the people who are just like dazed, taking in the sensationalization. Okay, this is really interesting. The whole sound dynamic of it all, combined with the lyrics, is really interesting. Also, like sugar being a word that people use to mean cocaine. So it's like, is he speaking about a drug, but he's also saying aspartame. But then there's also like, it could also represent the sensationalization of the news media. And the kombucha mushroom people are all just like taking it in, sitting around all day. And then, but he's almost like this person that's like having this internal crisis of like, who can believe you that this is going on, that this is bad, that
this is not okay,
that things are not good. And so let's just take in the sugar. Let's let the sugar just metabolize life to make it easier to swallow. So like, I'll take in the sensationalization of the news. I'll take in that, I can't say aspartame. I'll do drugs to make it okay, because otherwise like this tension inside is too much to deal with.
Sugar. I got a gun the other day from Saco. It's cute, small, it's right in my pocket.
Yeah, right in my pocket.
My girl, you know, she lashes out at me sometimes and I just kick her and then, oh, baby, she's okay. People are always chasing me, that trying to push my face to the ground. They're all doing suck up my motherfucking brains. My girl. The kombucha, mushroom, people, sitting around all day.
This song is insane.
Sit. My desolate room. No lights.
Oh, that's the guy that was murdered people.
Killed everyone. I'm away forever. But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? It all goes away.
Wait, I gotta watch that part again. So he's part of the conversation. Okay, wait. Let's go back here.
I sit. My desolate room. No lights. No music. Just over. Killed everyone. I'm I'm away forever. But I'm feeling better. How do I feel? What do I say? It all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? It all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away. 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 In the end, it all goes away.
I feel like I just went through a washing machine. I'm like so discombobulated. There was so much happening all at once. Okay, but here's the thing. There are a couple really interesting things. Like if we think about sugar, and like there's just kind of like little sprinkles of sugar. In this, like he's talking about really serious stuff. Like I kicked my girlfriend, and then it's like sugar. I think that's something that humans do often, is we try to just put sugar on things to deal with the bitterness, and we think that that'll make it go away. But the reality is when we put sugar on things, it just covers them up. And so that's what people who struggle with addiction will do. They'll just put the drug on top of it, but the underlying problem is still there. It's like when you have really bitter coffee and you put sugar on top, yeah, it tastes different, but the bitterness in the coffee is still there. You just use the sugar to cover it up. And it's like covering up this internal battle that is happening within him, which is like, how do I feel? What do I say? In the end, it all goes away, which is like this existential crisis that this person is having of like, how do I feel? What do I say? And it like feels panicked as you just put the sugar on top to shove it down. But the reality is that like you actually have to deal with the bitterness. You have to, and I'm using bitterness as a word just because it's like kind of the opposite of sweetness, right? But it's like you actually have to deal with the internal question, these existential problems. You have to deal with this reality of like the start of the song is like this really overwhelming, like, oh my gosh, the news I'm getting isn't real. Like that feeling of like, what even is reality? What's real? How do I contribute to this? And that can feel really overwhelming. So you just put a little sugar on top, just bring a little sugar. But this song points to the truth, which is that doesn't make it go away. It's still there. You still have to deal with it. And actually the sugar, the fake chemical sweetener, just makes it worse. What's really interesting about this song is when things are going poorly, or when someone has a lot of internal existential questions that they feel like need to be answered, or things feel so big, like the gravity of the world feels so big, people think that they just need more sweetness in their life. But synthetic sweetness, aspartame, cocaine, will never be able to metabolize bitterness. It will only cover it up. And this song points to the truth that synthetic sweetness is not the antidote. It actually furthers the problem. And what we really, really need in these moments are to grapple with the bitterness inside of us, to ask these questions, to come to terms with the reality. In the end, it all goes away. And to find a way to live with that instead of seeking synthetic sweetness. And I think that's really a really powerful thing that this song does. Many people reach for synthetic sweetness to solve the internal crisis. But I know that synthetic sweetness will only increase the pain and the questions in the long run. If you like listening to System of a Down, I do too. I just listened to Chop Suey for the first time a few months ago. So check that one out. And also check out Toxicity. That is another great one that we have. Make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Mwah. Sugar!